Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Army Black Knights and the TCU Horned Frogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth might be small, but it is mighty. Seating 46,000 fans, the purple smoke, the engine horn blaring, the Frogs get it going on game day in Fort Worth. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll leave it with the lone back. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Let's look at the big picture for Army. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as...
Oh, he found a space on the right. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Black Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Hand it to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Guys, let's give a little context to where Army is. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job.
Snags it and he's open. Pass to 10. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Black Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He wants to throw it. Touchdown, Black Knights! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Talk about a great way to start the game and setting the tone right out of the gate.
You ain't lying. Sometimes it takes a couple drives to get the juices going and get in a rhythm. No, sir. They came on the field locked, loaded, ready to roll. No slow start here.
The Horned Frogs offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Turns it on in midfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. Running inside. It's Payne.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll run him again. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. The play fake. Finds the tight end. but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeps it moving, it's Payne.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, TCU! The extra point here would tie the game. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Run out of bounds at the 45, and a terrific return there. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Long way to go on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got his man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And dropped in the backfield. Hill.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
On a ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Finds his big tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. Hands it off. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. 6th play of the drive coming up. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Black Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Took it all the way back to the house.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. It's complete to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single running back. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Might as well give it to him again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Zings it complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to the well. They knock him down right there.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense. The Black Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. Looking for the edge. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Army! And they take it in for 6 more points. Here comes the 2-point try. Motion from the back. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Rush is on. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good...
Pulls it in down the sideline. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
Looking outside, it's Payne. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Craig. Pulls it in. It's Payne. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 50. It's a first down in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Way off target there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, TCU! Put 6 on the board. On to attempt. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Black Knights offense will go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Quick handoff. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Black Knights will snap it on first and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The handoff. Got enough for the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. To the back. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at second and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like because here they come right back. Run another play.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Just feeds the running back. Touchdown, Black Knights! Better fasten those seatbelts. These offenses are cruising.
And that makes you feel so good as an offense. When you can score late in the first half in a 2-minute type situation, the extra point's going to give you the lead. Makes you feel so much better heading into halftime.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
These DBs going to give a little cushion. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. The Black Knights will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Checking in with the Army head coach coming out of the locker room. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Looking to throw, it's Craig. He's got it. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. On play action. Throws to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. Offense working from the pistol. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. They're working that left side. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Black Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Keep it on the ground. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The Black Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Black Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Right back to the well. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'll stop play here for a moment to have a look at this injured Horned Frog. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Quarterback keeps it, and they get to him behind the line. Loss of 2. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's going for the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Army! Give him 3 touchdowns in this game and now up to 8 on the season. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Fielded in the end zone, it's James. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Hits inside, it's Payne. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Great job on the safety there. And how about the D tackle just collapsing the pocket? There was nowhere for the quarterback to step up into to try to buy himself some time. That D tackle walked his man right into the lap of the QB, and he gets the safety.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Give to the back. Turning it on. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. He's going to run it. Quick step and go. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Gonna run it. It's Smallwood. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Black Knights back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the red zone, it's Howard. Got a little grab. Got enough space. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. To the air, it's Craig. He'll throw it. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Left side, it's James. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They put the brakes on it. Didn't get much done on that first. Drive, it's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Going to try to get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ballgame to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
Wants to throw. It's Craig. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Army! The defense putting points on the board. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. The door looks slammed shut in this one, but that last interception may be just the slightest crack in opening here. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Motion from the wideout. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Black Knights offense will go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got it.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. From the gun. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Black Knights come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Changing the routes with his receivers. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Hauls it in. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Right side, it's Anderson. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone, it'll be 1st down. And the Black Knights have taken it inside the 20. Pulls it and fires to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Send the tight end in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. In the backfield, it's Smallwood. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Black Knights! And the beatdown has ensued. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's James. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking for a man. It's Craig. He's got the back in the middle. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Here's a throw downfield late. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. And the Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Slips through the line. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Going deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. Run in the red zone, it's Smallwood. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Does not get there. Boy, they stopped him just short of the goal line and kept him from getting the 2.
60, TCU 28.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to move them on the counter. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Right back to it. Spins away from the defender. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.